The emerald tablets of Thoth the Atlantean, Hermes Trismegistus. I have a playlist for you to listen to. It's worth listening to. It's about their philosophy, their very advanced technology. He claims that they had interstellar travel, but they can also switch from one dimension to the other. In other words, they're here one moment, they're gone the next split second. And also, he said that they had such advanced technology that they were using against the detriment of mankind. And it was only a matter of time before the divine spirit put an end to them. A lot of Atlanteans, he said, knew that what they were doing was not right, and a lot of them went to other locations of the earth, and the first things they built were pyramids. He credits himself with building the Giza Plateau, and he says that, and other cities as well, with pyramids, and he claims that he has hidden one of his spacecraft under a sphinx in Egypt. Okay, this is what's written in the Emerald Tablets. He also talks about the fact that Mars had a very livable atmosphere. It was basically just like Earth, and that one of their generals was exiled to Mars, and at his death he would have been buried under a face on Mars, and his entourage of generals that were exiled with him would have been buried under pyramids next to the face. And they were to do that. This is what we found in the Cydonia plateau of Mars, the face for the pyramids. And he says that they did that because when they were flying past Mars as they were going to their interstellar missions, they would be able to see where he was buried. Can you imagine? This is all written in the Emerald Tablets. Now, I have a playlist. It's amazing. You should listen to it because it's a very wonderful discussion point about what these ancient technologies were of past civilizations on Earth. The Emerald Tablets of Thoth contained a history of Atlantis, its mechanical and scientific achievements, the manner it sank below the Atlantean waves, the Atlantic waves, and the colonization of ancient Egypt, and even to the construction of the Great Pyramid. But the real significance is that they contain the keys to the unfoldment of heaven's earth and the divine soul of man. The tablets were also so written that the words respond to attuned thought waves, releasing the associate mental vibrations of the exhilarating rhythm in the mind of the reader, and thus the magnanimous wisdom of the author is revealed. A casual read will immediately glimpse the thrilling beauty of its rhythm, and the truth seeker who's willing to give them the more intensive study will open avenues to the most intrinsic wisdom of unutterable majesty and beauty. The origins of Western alchemy can be traced back to the Hellenistic Egypt, and particularly to the city of Alexandria, which was established by Alexander the Great, as we understand. That was around 330 BC. One of the most important characters of the mythology of alchemy is Hermes Trismegistus, Hermes the thrice great in Greek, it's a Greek title. The name of this figure is derived from the Egyptian god of wisdom, Thoth, and his Greek counterpart Hermes. The Hermetica, which is said to be written by Hermes Trismegistus, is generally regarded as the basis of Western alchemical philosophy and practice. In addition, Hermes Trismegistus is also believed to be the author of the Emerald Tablets, Thoth the Atlantean. The legends of the Emerald Tablets. The Emerald Tablets, said to be tablets of emerald or green stone inscribed with the secrets of the universe. The source of the original Emerald Tablet is unclear, hence it's surrounded by legends. The most common story claims that the tablet was found in a cave tomb under the statue of Hermes in Tiana, clutched in the hands of the corpse of Hermes Trismegistus himself. And the creator of the Emerald Tablet has been provided in myths as the Egyptian god Thoth, who Armando May writes, divided his knowledge into 42 plates of emerald, codifying the great scientific principles ruling the universe. The legend tells that after the god's fall, The Hermetic tablets were cleverly hidden so that no human being might find them. Only Thoth, on his return to that dimension, was able to recover the mysterious book. Other legends suggest that it was the third son of Adam and Eve, Seth, who originally wrote it. Others believe that the tablet was once held with the Ark of the Covenant. Some even claim that the original source of the Emerald Tablets is none other than the fabled city of Atlantis. And now, while various claims have been made regarding the origins of the Emerald Tablets, as yet no verifiable evidence has been found to support them. The oldest document source of the Emerald Tablets text is the Kitab Sir al-Haliki, Book of the Secrets of Creation and the Art of Nature, which was itself a composite of earlier works. This was an Arabic work written in the 8th century AD and attributed to Balinus or Pseudo-Apollonius of Tyana. It is Balinus who provides us with the story of how he discovered the Emerald Tablet in the cave tomb, and based on this Arabic work, some believe that the Emerald Tablet was also an Arabic text written between the 6th and 8th centuries AD, rather than a piece of work from antiquity, as many have claimed. While Balinus claimed that the Emerald Tablet was written originally in Greek, the original document that he purportedly possessed no longer exists, if indeed it existed at all. Some say the text burned up in the Library of Alexandria. Nevertheless, Balinus' version of the text itself quickly became well known and has been translated by various people over the centuries. For instance, an early version of the Emerald Tablets also appear in a work called the Kitab Ustukus al-Us al-Thani, second book of the Elements of the Foundation, which is attributed to Jabir ibn Hayyan. It would, however, take several more centuries before the text was accessible to Europeans. In the 12th century AD, the Emerald Tablet was translated into Latin by Hugo von Santalla. And what's written on the Emerald Tablets? The Emerald Tablets would become one of the pillars of Western alchemy, and it was a highly influential text in medieval and Renaissance alchemy, and probably still is today. In addition to translations of the Emerald Tablet, numerous commentaries have also been written regarding its contents. For instance, a translation by Isaac Newton was discovered among his alchemical papers. This translation is currently being held in King's College Library and Cambridge University of England. Other notable researchers of the Emerald Tablets include Roger Bacon, Albertus Magnus, John Dee, and Aleister Crowley. And today, knowledge of the legendary Emerald Tablets, at least one interpretation of it, is reaching new audiences with its presence in the surreal German language series Dark. The interpretation of the Emerald text is not a straightforward matter, as it is, after all, a piece of esoteric text. One interpretation, for instance, suggests that the text describes 7 stages of alchemical transformation: calcination, dissolution, separation, conjunction, fermentation, distillation, and coagulation. Yet, despite the various interpretations available, it seems that none of their authors claim to possess knowledge of the whole truth. Furthermore, readers are encouraged to read the text and try to interpret and find the hidden truths themselves. This is on Collective Spark, and again, I remind you that I do have a playlist of the Emerald Tablets for your enjoyment. You will really get a lot out of them. Thank you for your support. Please leave your comments. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.